perks of being a mum. Yeah. So I've literally got ready and then went to change Finley, and he decided to be sick all over me. So I am putting a little bit of a mishmash video on of all different bits and bobs that I'm doing. So I'm going to show you a few bits that I'm going to be putting away for next Christmas. So these were things that I picked up after Christmas that were on sale, so that I've got them for next year when I need them. So I've just picked up bits and bobs when I've been out and about. I picked up, you know, just stuff that I'll need, especially if we're thinking about hosting. So I'll quickly show you them now. I picked up some tinsel for the mirror because I really wanted some and didn't get any. Then this bag is not full of Christmas stuff, but I also picked up Ryan, that's my partner, Finley. Finley. I got him a new teether. That's cute, isn't it? So I picked him that up. And then, oh, I picked up the wrong bag, that's why. So these are gorgeous. I absolutely love these. They weren't on sale, but I wanted them for next year. So these are placemats and they've got gonks on them. And I thought they were absolutely stunning. I love gonks. I've got loads. And my brother bought me some as a Christmas present for next year. So I will be having a very gonked theme Christmas. Is it gonked? Is that a word? I probably made that up. But gonk inspired Christmas. There we go. There's the proper words. But I just absolutely loved them, and I don't have any like placemats or decorations for tables. So I'm going to put them away and keep them for Christmas. I also picked up as well just this little decoration. So it's a little snowman. And it just has, you put a little tea light in it. I've got one in a Santa version of this, but I originally had the idea last year of when we moved in, we didn't have any Christmas ornaments, and when the sales are on and everything, I just go and have a look around and I pick things up and get little bits and bobs so that each year we can add to the Christmas decor. Now, most of the Christmas decorations have already gone up into the attic, so this one will be going in a cupboard until December this year. Also, my mum gave me some de-icer for my car because I didn't have any. It's not been that bad actually, to be honest, at the moment for me, because obviously I don't have to rush out at the moment because I'm not working because I'm on maternity. I'm saying all the wrong words today. And I got these really cute little coasters. Aren't they lovely? They'll go in my living room with my sunflower picture. But I've put all the Christmas stuff away now. So I've just put it in a little bag and put it in a little cupboardy thing that we have in the baby room, just because we don't have any other place to put it really. But I've been quite well behaved this year. I have only bought one item of decor, which you've just seen, the lantern. My brother bought me some gonks for next year as a present, and that's all I've got for next year, but they're all up in the loft like I say, and then there's just those few bits in the cupboard now. I got Finley a lovely little stocking sack thing with Peter Rabbit on, which it'll be nice to kind of put out at Christmas. And then I wanted some tinsel and I found some, because I like the thin one. I don't like the thick one because it's too heavy and I'm scared it might bring down my my mirror. Next thing I am doing is I am taking the recycling to the bin. And this is why I am going to run to the bin, because it is absolutely pouring it down with rain right now. My running skills are much to be desired because I literally got wet, so I didn't run as fast as I thought I did. But yeah, I'm back in now and I'm going to move on to my next job. So originally I had a sheep table runner, but somebody spilt wine on it that wasn't me. So I am now going to put a new one on, just so that it doesn't have a mark on it, which is nice, because it was bothering me. So I'm just moving everything off the table so that I can actually fit everything on. But it's like a nice little green one, just to add a bit of colour to the table, really. I quite like that. It's a little pop of colour, but it kind of goes with the room. It's nice. Little man has emerged from his slumber, so I am going to make a bottle because he will demand one soon. One thing that I need to do today is I need to replace the filter on my bottle machine. So these are the filters that purify and filter the water that you use when you are using the machine. So they kind of make the water clearer. So when I got the machine, they told me the filter would last 3 months. It hasn't lasted 3 months. So we'll have to see how long these last. I'm hoping that these actually last 3 months like they say. There's 2 in that box, so it should take me up to probably him being about 9 months old. And then hopefully he'll be only on a couple of bottles a day and I won't need to use the bottle machine maybe at all or not as much. As you can see here, I'm just doing Finn a bottle ready for his feed, and I'm also just putting away the sterilised bottles, but I decided to speed it up just so that it didn't take too long to show you guys because it took me a while to sort everything out. We still have a pillow on the sofa from when Finley was not sleeping at all at night. When I first had him, he was cluster feeding, and literally every single hour he would wake up for a bottle, and that was at night. So I have slept many a night out here on the sofa. At one point we gave up and one of us would stay up till 3 a.m. and then the other would do a few hours after that so that I could get some sleep. And these pillows were used a lot in here, but we found them very comfortable, so we've just kept them in here because they're spare pillows. So that's why it's still there. But one problem I am having at the moment is I seem to be allergic to all baby bath products. I will put in some clips of some of the products that we have already tried, but my hands go really dry. They start breaking. They start. At one point, I had some like bleeding as well because of how sore they were. And they just looked so red and they were so sore. So I've tried all different ones. I seem to be having the same problem. Now, one thing that I know that I'm allergic to is aloe vera. The one thing that everybody uses on burns or sunburn, for example, I can't use it. So I am having a really, really big problem with this at the minute. So I will put clips in of the ones that we have already used. And at the moment, I'm trying the Dove Baby at the moment, but they all just seem to have aloe in them, or even the ones without aloe in are really upsetting my hands. So if anybody can recommend any baby bath, you know, whether you put it on the baby directly or in the water, I will try anything because I am really struggling at the moment. So this is the first one. So this is Johnson's Baby Bath. So this is meant to be for sensitive skin. Now, when I looked on the back of it, there didn't seem to be any aloe in the actual listed ingredients. But when I googled it, it said that there is a high chance that there is traces or use of aloe vera in the Johnson sensitive range. So I've not tried this one, but I'm a bit skeptical to try it. So this is the one that I started using and got all the problems with. So this was actually recommended to me by my mum because she used it on me as a baby, and my hands ended up so dry and so irritated and they were burning and itching. And this does contain aloe vera, so I've had to stop using this one. This is one that we're now trying because we can't see any aloe substances in it, and we also couldn't find any online when we googled it. So we're going to try this one now. This is one of two that we're using to see if I have any reaction to it. This really is a bit of a mixed up vlog, isn't it? So I'm currently making dinner. So we're having goat's cheese and caramelised onion quiches with some homemade chips and some salad. The salad is bistro salad, and I'm going to put some beetroot on there when Ryan comes home. Hopefully he actually brings it with him. And I'm making some air fryer chips, but I make them myself. So I set off by boiling them and then I put them in the air fryer. They are honestly so much better than just having frozen chips, because you actually get potato in them. So you put them in here for 15 minutes to boil, and then into the air fryer for about 25 minutes if you like them a bit softer, and 30 to 35 minutes if you like them crispy. I've just been looking at the time and I think that Finley is going to wake up before dinner. So I'm going to put the salad on the plates now. I can add the beetroot when he comes in, and then I'm going to have to just do the chips in between, but I think he's going to wake up, so I'm going to make a start now so that I'm kind of prepped. So I've started the salad and I decided to put some carrot on it as well. I've got more salad than him because I like salad more. And I'm going to put the beetroot on when he gets in, and I'm also on Ryan's food going to put this sweet balsamic dressing because he likes something sweet on his salad, whereas I'm going to leave mine plain. Not loads, just a drizzle. A little drizzle of it all over. There we go. And there we go. I always think it makes salads look darker, especially the carrots, but I guess he'll think it'll taste better. I have just stubbed my toe, so I'm letting the pain channel through. Whew. Okay. Right, back to what I was actually going to say. That's what you get for walking and trying to record yourself stubbing your toe. I'm very good at filming potatoes in cooking, but then I forget to show the end result. I mean, at least I showed the salad. We've had tea now. We watched The Traitors. I love The Traitors. It's such a good TV show. Like, I really get into The Traitors. I actually wanted the Christmas Traitor Crackers to play, but you've got to have 6 people at least to play the game. And I've got Finley smiling at me. Put your dummy in. Go on. He's just getting ready to have a little sleep, so just waiting for him to have a little settle. But yeah, so I've had tea, watched that. I've now got to wash up. It is 10:05 and I've got to wash up. So after this though, I am gonna wait for Finley to have his last bottle and then we are going to bed because I am tired. So I'm currently in my pyjamas. It's nearly 11:30. I've been waiting for Finley for a while to wake up so that I can give him his last bottle before bed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change his nappy, and then if he decides to stay asleep, we'll go to bed. If he wakes up, I'll give him a bottle and then we'll go to sleep. But I've got a funny feeling that he might stay asleep because he's in quite a deep little sleep. So I think he's caught me off guard and gone to sleep and is having his longer sleep now. So I'm just going to make a bottle just in case so he doesn't cry. My partner is on an early tomorrow, so he is currently in bed. So I need to try and be prepared because he can get quite miserable, can Finley, when he's hungry, and he doesn't have a lot of patience for making the bottle. So I'm going to do it now. Good morning. It is currently the morning after. We had a bad night of sleep, didn't we, Finn? He's looking at his ball with much interest. I love when Isn't it nice when babies like fixate on something, like a toy, and they're like, we had a really bad night last night. So everything ran smoothly. He woke up for his bottle. He had the bottle, I changed him. He fell asleep within 10 minutes. Brilliant. We went to bed. He woke up at 3. He was very upset and congested. I don't know where the congestion came from though. He didn't show signs of congestion yesterday morning. But he was congested. And he couldn't settle, so I had him sat up. He didn't want the bottle. He just wanted a cuddle and his dummy. So I got his dummy, he had a cuddle with me, and he went back to sleep. Then we woke up at 5 o'clock for a bottle, and usually over the past week or so, when he's had a bottle between 4 to 6, he will then go back to sleep for a few hours. He didn't want to do that. He was too congested, so he was sat up in bed for 2 hours. So he went back to sleep for a little bit after that. But it definitely wasn't the smooth night that we usually have over the past few days. You can probably hear him coughing now. Yeah, we're a bit congested, aren't we? So I'm going to keep an eye on him today, and I'm going to try and keep him upright as much as I can. Very realistic vlog of mums who don't get enough sleep. So I feel sick. Finley has got runs, and that's not a good combination. So he's gone down for a nap now. So he's drinking plenty of milk. He's waking up every hour to 2 hours to have a feed. So he's drinking plenty of milk. And it only started yesterday. I will keep an eye on it. But hopefully it's just like a 24-hour thing, because whatever it is, he's passed it to me, I think. But I don't know. It's just weird that we both feel unwell. But anyway, I'm going to make myself an omelette because it is 20 past 1 and I've not eaten yet. So I'm going to make myself an omelette. I'm thinking about starting up learning Italian again. The reason for this was during the pandemic, when we had loads of time on our hands, because even if we were working, we couldn't do anything at weekends. I started learning Italian, and I did a little course and I got a level 1. And then when I went back to kind of doing normal social things with everybody else, I just stopped learning Italian, and I'd love to take it back up again. So I am thinking about doing it, and some of the reasons are because I've always wanted to go to Italy. It's always been a big dream of mine, and I've never got there. I had a trip booked to Italy, and then the pandemic happened, so I didn't get to go. So that was 6 years ago. So 5-6 years ago. I get confused now for when it was. But I would love to go, and I would really, really like to be able to kind of know some bits of the language. And I turned 30 in November. But obviously this year it's a bit of a no-go because we've got a very tiny person. So I'm thinking about maybe the 3 of us going next year and going for just over a week. And it'll be lovely to kind of, the first holiday with our baby, to be somewhere that we've always dreamed of going. And they'll get to eat some amazing food. So I'm thinking about it, but we'll have to see whether I actually do it or not. But now I'm going to cook my omelette. There we go. Not super fancy, but definitely just something to fill your stomach when you're not feeling very hungry, but it's nice and light. So I'm going to have that now. I wish I had a little bit of salad, but my shopping is not due till tomorrow, so we are raiding the fridge for what's left. So it is a few days later since the last clip I did. I haven't been filming because I've been quite unwell,
and Finley's not been great either. Finley is now doing a lot better than I am. He's recovering faster. I definitely think we've had the same illness, but it's just come out in different ways. I've just been feeling so lightheaded and dizzy, but I am starting to feel better now, which is good. We watched the end of The Traitors last night, which was exciting. I was a little bit disappointed by the end of it, if I'm being honest. I wanted the outcome to be different, but there you go. You can't always predict how it's going to end. But yeah, it was really good. We enjoyed it. So now we're just having an hour's chill time while Finley is asleep. I've just had my shower and now I'm going to have a drink in my cup. And yeah, we might watch a film, but we started a TV series called Deadwood. It is quite an old programme, but it's really good so far. So I'm going to end the video here, just because, like I say, I started vlogging bits of my week and then things kind of took a bit of a bad turn after everybody got ill. So I'm going to end the video here, but I've tried to give you glimpses into my life this week. It's just been a very tiring week for everybody, really. So yeah, just to let you know that I have started an Instagram page for this YouTube channel. So if you'd like to join that as well, it's called McMeg9. I hope you guys will be able to join that as well. I'll be putting on some content about the videos and stuff that I'm going to do, and just stuff generally through the week that I might not put onto a video. So yeah, and I haven't actually said this in a video before, but if you do like the content, then please do like or even subscribe if you are interested in my content. If you want to leave any kind of comments or ask any questions or anything, then please do. I am waiting until my channel gets a bit bigger, but I would eventually like to do a bit of a Q&A. So if you do have any questions, then please let me know. Thank you for watching.